Welcome back to another episode of the Instant Celebrity Maker. Today, my guest expert is third-degree Taekwondo meditation expert, Christopher Chase Carey. Welcome to the show, Chase.
I can, your screen is frozen. I can hear almost no words whatsoever.
Okay. How about, okay. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's just continue. If you can hear me, that's great. So welcome to the show. Let's talk a little bit about how did you get into the meditation side of your passion here?
How did I get into meditation and how did I get into types of accidental stories? I'll start with the meditation. I had years ago, probably 28, and actually a couple speed bumps. And I think it was one of his communion series, and in it he mentioned he went to the Monroe Institute in Brazil and learned to meditate using audio technology that puts you in, all of which is extremely true. It's so effective for what was the CIA's Fort Meade Stargate program, was the first remote viewer, and he for years. And so I did that, and I said, oh my God. Same time, I was quite sick. I had an illness that was hard to describe, but not so debilitating that I couldn't go to work, which made it really challenging. Alternative healing methods, complementary and alternative healing methods, how to heal myself. I met with an osteopath once to help me, and he said, Chase, I can tell you it is due to a stress in your life. You need to identify that stress and remove it. Almost by accident, it was a corollary effect to a life decision. A little bit more interesting. Back around 8-9 years ago, when I was what I considered to be significantly abused by the personnel in that hospital. Whatever it took, I would never allow another human being to abuse me. Did that. I walked into the local Taekwondo studio and signed up for black belt training. And after hundreds of classes, many private lessons, tournaments, black belt, and then I further trained, got my second degree, earned my own health leave due to a previous injury I had from earlier in my life. There was a need in my life, and there were no other solutions that I could identify, even though there may have been. I just did what anybody can do, is I took that step.
That's fantastic. And then you learned how to meditate through a little bit through your Taekwondo practice.
Practice really helps more with mental toughness. I'm not a Taekwondo meditator black belt, and I'm also separately an author, speaker, and corporate trainer.
Okay, great.
Meditation. Sorry, go ahead, Mitch.
Yeah, I was going to say, how would your friends describe you?
Would my friends describe? Say that again.
How would your friends describe you?
As an extremely positive person that is always cheering on and their best. They view me as a really good friend. They view me as in all things that I do. I'm not sure that's very positive with other people. I believe that it's a great need and enjoy life more so. And I support people's ventures if it's this or that. I simply want them to be able to do what they want to do in life. And the other part of it, and this is odd, Mitch, thinking back to in high school with personal problems about relationships. And I in high school, but I seem to have very good advice. And to this day, people that I hardly most intimate details of their life, which is all fine. And I tend to have pretty good, as you meditate more, what most people don't realize is you really start to get, identity is a good word, source is a good word, but things that are outside the scope of ordinary consciousness, so to speak. I apologize for the interruption.
It's me. It's me.